Is it ready? Oh, okay.
We are ready and good to go.
Alrighty.
Welcome to Thriving with Linda. I am so happy to be sitting with a very, very good friend, associate, colleague, brother. What else are you?
Green tea drinker.
Counselor,
Green tea drinker of the house. When I leave, this tea bags will be finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're having, you're always having green tea. And I'm always the one who's like, so I'm the one who's always high on the caffeine.
Yes. So you see, we're just trying to keep it easy and simple, no sugar. So yeah.
Is that like the whole life, no sugar? Nothing sweet happening?
No, not at this point in time. We can't. We want to live longer, so we're just trying to minimize on
the soft life.
Yes, we're preparing for the soft life. I mean, if six-pack comes here and there's a lot of sugar in the system.
I want this space.
Imagine if I bump into it like 3 months from now, I bumped into my six-pack, I must just make sure I'm ready.
But don't they say people with six-packs have too much time on their hands and not making money? Which blesser have you seen in the six-pack?
They have not met me.
Wow.
Y'all need to meet me. You'll see. You age blessers.
So let's talk about this. Let's talk about no, not new age blessers, please no. But being in business, being supported in business, key relationships in business. I think you and I have had the conversations around, being an entrepreneur and what that has meant for you. And just, wanting the soft life, obviously, for the great reasons that it, has. Obviously, we all want the soft life. But also just, working hard so that you can see what you've, jotted down. You can see your vision coming to life. You can see yourself changing lives. Like, what has that been like?
It's been amazing. It's been fulfilling. At times, it's been very hard where you feel like, hi, it ends here. Where is that CV of mine? Can I dust it?
Go.
Exactly. But at the same time, you get to realize that you've come very far, and giving up or letting go of something you've been holding on to for so long is not an option. So for me, it's one of those things whereby after I believe there's stages and steps that one goes through in this whole entrepreneurship. Firstly, is simply about being the cool kid who's got probably a side hustle, which is how the business starts for most of us.
Yeah.
It's a side hustle, and you have your full 9 to 5, and then it gets busy. And when it gets busy, it then you feel like I can actually survive without my job. Then that's the second part, and then obviously when you get into that second part, it obviously grows with a clientele as well on the right. They grow parallel to each other, and then when the second phase happens, you then move into the third, whereby you then now learn the nitty-gritties of business, be it business etiquette, be it keeping relationships, be it like more of now defining
business acumen.
Exactly, and also defining your service offering, because half the time we come in as serial hustlers with a whole lot of talents and a lot of things that we think we can do, or that we do, or that we offer, but as time goes, you get to then now tailor your services, and with understanding, of course, of the world you operate in. And then over and above that is then now the stage where it gets real. And when I say getting real is where you then now either need to grow your business and bring in a team, or the business doesn't do well for any reasons, like it can be COVID like last year. Yeah. And then you get to realize that even the shame comes in of not making money, of also going through a certain phase or a different phase from what you used to, and that on its own, I think that becomes the crux of the what is gonna either break or make you at that point in time,
Yeah.
because you get to realize that, do I then now give up? Like I made a joke about dusting my CV and getting back into corporate, or do I hang on to this because I believe in it so much so that I know it's gonna thrive. And then it thriving comes to the point that you touched on, Linda, about support, because obviously you need the right stakeholders, the right support, the right backing in all spheres of all aspects of your life for you to have a successful and a running, properly ran business.
So when you're talking about support, right?
Yeah.
From your side, I mean, you deal with a lot as a business owner. You deal with people not wanting to pay. You deal with people not pitching up or showing up the way they're supposed to. There's so much to manage. And in our current economy, right? I was listening to some guy saying, not some guy, I think it's Michael Jordan or something.
Yeah.
But not the basketball player.
Okay.
But he was talking about how startups are the greatest thing for the economy. So when you have a startup and you give a startup a chance, you fund their hustle, their initiative, whatever the business is, and you also give them a problem to solve. Well, they come with a problem that they want to solve.
Yes.
That in turn is producing something so great for the economy.
That's true.
So when you find yourself in the situation where things are not going as you would have hoped or desired,
Yes.
what does that look like for support? When you define what support is
I think
in business.
I think that's a very good question, Linda. I must say, and I like the fact that you touched on it on a very high level aspect of it, where you talk about contribution to the economy, when you talk about solving problems. You get what I'm saying? And that's all good and well, and it sounds all great, because everybody wants to get into that. Everybody wants to contribute to the economy, which is what everybody does on a daily, when we make those purchases, when we support that fellow business. But for me, the biggest support is not when somebody just throws money at you, and in terms of funding or even a loan for you to just then fund your dream. Because like I was saying, when I mentioned the different stages that we go through as entrepreneurs, we need more support in terms of we need to be nurtured intellectually. We need to be nurtured emotionally. You get what I'm saying? And those are the things that you cannot even learn or even put a price on. You can have a business mentor, you can have somebody holding your hand throughout the business, but the fact of the matter is that the reality is them holding your hand can never prepare you for the day you get disappointed, for the day you get the door closed in your face. You get what I'm saying? And those are the kind of supports that we need as business people. I need to be able to know that even though I lost out on a very big pitch that I've been preparing for, or a very good business pitch that I put together over some time, when they say no, I know that I have my ride or die. I've got somewhere that I can go back to, even if we cry about it or laugh about it. That's all sometimes that a businessman needs, so that they're able just to reboot, come back to the factory settings and look at things for what they really are, and they're able to introspect. Because if you only have cheerleaders and you only have people that you know that, okay, fine, this business venture didn't go well, but there's still more money just to pump into it. The learnings that you learn along the way when things fall apart, they fall through the cracks.
Yeah. Because
you haven't been able to take it all in, and then have some on your very own personal learnings out of that experience.
Yeah.
So for me, the support that we're talking about, it's all good and well to have the support in terms of clientele. That obviously that's what the business is about. That what it boils down to. It's the cents and the rents and
the nairas.
Exactly, and the dollars, and a good a good balance sheet. But before it gets there, there's a lot of support that one needs.
Yeah.
And obviously even with identity, also knowing how to package yourself, to brand
Oh
yourself,
yes.
to brand your
Oh no, we're
business.
gonna talk about that's
Yeah,
important. I think
exactly.
that's a passion point for me. Most,
Exactly.
But
So yeah.
but just to jump in there, do you think that um, supporting business in general and or versus supporting we support black businesses differently than we support just businesses in general? Because I know you and I have had quite a few discussions around just how us as clients will approach black business, how sometimes the reception is a bit offish because it's a black or it's too empathetic or sympathetic, which is the right English word in this case. It's as though sympathetic,
yeah,
because it's as
yeah.
though now you are being done a favor because you are
exactly.
black owned, or now it's not about the
competence
product or
and
the service that
the competency,
you
the competencies
yes
that you can offer as a professional.
It's not that you're credible, it's not that you've got your
Exactly.
books in order or you've got a certain amount of experience. Like for instance, you could have 3 degrees, and I think you do, don't you? You have 2, 3. And someone is looking at you like giving you
yeah, that's empathy.
yes,
You know,
like a
exactly.
10,000 rand gig
is making a difference.
The greatest thing ever.
Exactly.
So do you think we as people that are supposed to be about broad-based economic empowerment and just seeing each other grow as black people, are we treating business differently? The support, business support and versus black business support.
I think the race card has been abused and overused, if such an English word exists. And the reason why I'm saying this is and guys, I'm not trying to say I know better. That's my view as a businessman and my experience in the industry or in the line of work we are in. So I think selling your race before your service and your skill and your experience is actually taking away from a lot of other fellow business people who are in the same industry and same service industry as you, because right now if we are to then always say black business this, black business that, black this, black that, already on its own there's already a stigma around blackness and competency. You get what I'm saying? And that stigma does not mean that a lot of black businesses are incompetent and are unable to deliver on certain things. It's simply because people feel as though that our parents went through what they went through with economical exclusions and apartheid and everything else. Granted, you get what I'm saying? But we shouldn't be fighting the very same battle they fought. I think they've paved a way for us so that we are able to kind of reap the fruits of their labor. You get what I'm saying? We cannot now then be going back to selling black, whereas our parents fought for black to be visible.
Yeah.
So it's about us now saying.
So what do we do? Let's get into action mode now, because normal business, it's fine. You don't even know the owner. You just get in, you buy whatever. It's a cafe. You walk into a store at a mall. You don't even know who. But immediately when someone is coming at you and they are just coming with the fact that you are black owned.
Oh, I see. So action mode. I think what we should focus mostly on is not what can my skin color do for me, but rather focus on how do I better my product and my service. Looking at what your fellow competitors, be it black, white, whatever, for as long as you look at the key players in your industry, what they're doing and what you can do differently to position yourself to also stand out of them over and above your color. So let's say, for instance, let's give an example with an eventing space. An eventing space right now is dominated by a whole lot of black black-owned businesses. And the nicest thing about that, and I'm observing it from the sidelines, and I'm not saying this is factual. What I've noticed is that much as it's predominantly black, is dominated by a lot of black-owned businesses. However, the competition in there is on service. The competition is in there from artificial flowers to fresh flowers, to balloons, to that people getting creative with their craft so that they're able to get in business, getting out new ideas. So you can see that already the competition in there is not I'm a female black, or I'm a black man in a female dominated business. No, it's simply about this is what
how great is the event.
Exactly.
Like
this is what I'm
delivery.
exactly. That's what I'm offering, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm gonna make sure I stand out of the rest in what I do. I think as businesses and as business people, what we could honestly focus on is to understand what our industries are doing and where they are going, and how do we position ourselves in that so that we stand out, or we are just competitive enough to also get a piece of that pie in the industry, as opposed to focusing on I'm a black business, so I'm coming from a disadvantaged background, so I deserve a chance. So we give you a chance that you feel you deserve, but if you do not have the right tools in the right place, are we able to give you business back? Chances are not, because every business is made up out of repeat business. It's not a once-off.
Yeah.
Because if you are gonna be like, okay, I'm black and I'm only gonna get business out of blackness, and then I give you the business, you don't deliver, be it black as you can be, chances are you're not going to get business.
So it shouldn't be like sympathy. Like,
it shouldn't be a sympathy thing.
Yeah, because it's a black business now.
Exactly.
I need to go back because
because this is not a color exchange situation. This is a money exchange. It's a money. I'm buying value out of you, and if the value I'm not getting out of you from your invoice, that leaves a bitter it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. So maybe we should shift our thinking from black owned to simply I'm a business that serves green tea. I love my green tea, and much as everybody's serving it with lemon and honey, I'm just gonna say go to it straight, because you get all the nutrients in as they are.
What are you selling?
Exactly.
Thank you for joining me for this session. If you liked what you heard and believe it can help someone, please share, rate us, subscribe. Abundant blessings to you and yours. Bye.